everyone, this is Anuradha from Healing the Heart with Anuradha, and today we are going to talk about alternate day fasting. So in our previous video, we spoke and introduced the topic or concept about intermittent fasting, which was basically dividing your day into two. One was a fasting window and the other was an eating window. Sometimes I like to say a feasting window. So fasting window and a feasting window. And we spoke about a 16-hour fasting window and an 8-hour eating window, as well as a 20-hour fasting window and a 4-hour eating window. So the 24 is considered to be a warrior sort of intermittent eating. And sometimes that works really well for those who are very dedicated towards improving their health or losing weight or just getting into like a really, really intense fasting focused lifestyle. It is difficult to get to that point, but depending on your goals, it's something that can be easily achieved with just a little amount of dedication. Now, for those who are interested in weight loss, as well as just giving your health that push that it needs, for those interested in weight loss and really giving your health kind of that extra push that it needs, you could also consider what's called alternate day fasting. Now this might seem really strange to some of you, and this means that you're following an intermittent fasting on day 1, and then you're fasting completely on day 2 on just liquid. Day 3 you go back to your intermittent fasting, and day 4 you're not eating, you're just drinking. So this is called alternate day fasting. Now, what most people experience as hunger during fasting or when they're adopting a fasting focused lifestyle is really the hunger hormone called ghrelin that just kind of comes up at the times that you're normally adapted to eat. And that's why I ask people to try to take maybe 4 days or 5 days where they are really giving themselves a push and giving this whole concept of intermittent fasting a really, really good attempt. Because after 4 or 5 days, the body adapts, just like the body adapts to anything that you give it. You know, the body adapts to regulation, the body adapts to irregulation for that matter. So this hunger hormone, when you actually practice and get over that hump of feeling hungry or feeling dizzy or feeling nauseous, this hormone is there to help you because it will adapt. So for example, if you have already adopted a 16-hour fasting window, after 16 hours of fasting, you will start to get hungry and you will know that is the time to eat. Now, after about 3 or 4 days of eating on an alternate day, your body will also adapt. So what you experience to be hunger in the first couple of days is really just your body telling you that, hey, it's time to eat. This is when I'm used to eating. So for those of you who are really interested in weight loss, this is one really amazing, quick way to do it. It's called alternate day fasting. Now, on the alternate days that you're not actually eating, this is the day that you take time off. You stay home. You try not to do too much of physical activity, which is why this time in isolation is so wonderful. This is where you drink a lot of different teas, drink a lot of water, maybe even soak in an Epsom salt bath, because this is one way of like really relaxing the body and getting that salt that you need. Even taking electrolytes. I find that when I take electrolytes, this really helps me with any cramps that I might have or any kind of nauseousness and gets me through the day. I also find that taking many naps during the day really, really helps me on the days that I am fasting. I also try to set aside a really good book that I want to read. I try to stay busy. I try to have or save a project that I want to do that I have been trying to do for weeks and months on the days that I'm actually doing alternate day fasting. So it's something to really try to check out. It might be that in the first month that you do it, that you're only able to do alternate day fasting maybe 2 or 3 times. You may only be able to do it 1 time. But by the second month, if you want to do this again, it's going to become easier. But more so, I tell people, you got to just stick to the intermittent fasting. You've got to choose the window that you're eating it and just stick to that window. And gradually, if weight loss and health is your objective, then completely change your diet to great vegetables and great fats as well, and wonderful teas. So I really wish you well on your journey of alternate day fasting, and I look forward to hearing from you. Please go ahead and share comments about what you feel about intermittent fasting, and don't forget to hit subscribe. So I'll see you next time when we discuss more about fasting. Thank you and goodbye.